Kenya and Kelly Cager were a young couple living in El Paso with their beautiful baby girl named Kamara. When Kamara was about 2 years old, they took her in to get some tests done for a respiratory infection that just wouldn't seem to go away. Or at least, that's what they thought it was.
Our pediatrician called my cell phone and just started asking questions like, is Kamara breathing okay? Is she functioning normally? And I said, yeah, she's fine. He said, we think she's got a viral infection of her heart that's causing her heart to not be able to function as well as it should. You think, well, that's easy. Give us some medicine, give her some fluids, whatever we need to treat it, and we would be, on our way.
But it wasn't that simple. It wasn't just a virus. She had a condition called cardiomyopathy, a disease that can lead to heart failure. The Cagers had to move to Houston, and after several months, Kamara would receive a much-needed heart transplant.
One of the things that I think so many people think is that, a transplant is a fix, and that would fix our problem, and that, the team at Texas Children's was very adamant that we understand that was not a fix, that we were trading one unmanageable disease for a more manageable disease.
And it was manageable. Kamara did remarkably well for the first year, but the transplant had really taken a toll on her body.
Her kidneys weren't recovering from just some of the trauma, so she was having to do dialysis. And at the end of that time, they're, kind of disconnecting everything and getting us ready to go back to our room. And she looked at me and said that she wanted to go home. And I said, I know. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you better so that we can go home. And that was the last thing that she said to me. And she closed her eyes, and she never came back from that. And she went home. She was tired.
But the story didn't end there. In some ways, it was just beginning.
As much as everything was lost when we lost Kamara, there was also kind of a sense that part of our life was behind us. And then we find out that it was genetic. All of our children were tested for the same gene and ended up finding out that all of our 4 kids had this cardiomyopathy gene.
These are Kamara's brothers. They all carry the same mutated gene she had, but only Christian's story is like hers, and a little different.
All right, Christian, we gotta get clothes on, okay? I'm gonna get you some clothes out. Christian was about 18 months old. He started having some just kind of random vomiting episodes, and a couple of times where he had told us that he was dizzy and would actually, when I put him down, you could tell he wasn't really grounded. So just a couple of things like that after we had been through everything with Kamara, then we kind of knew that maybe those were some signs that there was something else going on that we didn't necessarily recognize with her. I think because we were able to start treatment so much earlier, he just never got as sick as Kamara did. So we were able to get him listed for transplant. And then within just about 10 months of being listed, we got a call that he had a heart.
Why did we have to come to the hospital today?
I'm getting a new heart.
Yay, so you can get your new heart?
And walked into the hospital, and 12 hours later he was out of surgery, and 8 days later came home. So his journey was just completely different than Kamara's. So, Christian, you ready to go? Let's go, bud. We are going to Texas Children's for an appointment. We go a lot. Clinic appointment, lab appointment, something. About once a week we've got to go for something, so. I think having Kamara's care here and then following with Christian was really to his benefit, because with Kamara we were kind of behind trying to catch up to her disease and what was happening and where it was going. And with Christian, we were on the opposite end of that. We knew what we were dealing with and what to look for. We were just waiting for him to show us where he was in that process.
In the Cagers case, we got a lot of information from Kamara that helped us in the care of Christian. There's no doubt that that has helped us. And also the advances in research in terms of familial heart disease have also helped us a lot.
I am so grateful. Words can't express what I feel for the amount of life that's been given to me with another opportunity with Christian to continue the fight that we're going to have for hopefully an extremely long period of time.
Through research and innovation, we're now able to do things for children that will have implications for them in 60, 70, 80 years' time. This is a good long-term investment of philanthropic support.
Christian's got a long road ahead of him. He will always have a fight. But together with organizations like American Heart Association, we have a good hope that things are going to get better, improvements are going to be made, treatments and cures are going to be discovered, and it's our job to keep fighting and fight with the hope that we will win.